So hey guys, welcome back to the Cleveland Cavaliers MyLeague here. So we are in the offseason, and even though we've lost that NBA Finals, it was still a very good season. We made the playoffs for the first time in this MyLeague, and we made it all the way to the finals, which is crazy. Didn't even really expect that at all. So still a successful season. We'll just have to build on it. Going 46-36 last year, as you see there. The previous year, 27-55. That was a very disappointing season, but making it to the playoffs this year, getting to the finals, was, job well done. Can't really complain about that. We're building this franchise like we wanted to. Slowly building it up. We got players, we got a core, so that is good to see. As you can see, the contracts there going forward. We'll have to make, obviously, some decisions in this offseason. We'll try to bring in another guy to go with Zion. I was hoping Sexton would be that guy. As you can see, the retirements here going forward. Dwayne Wade finally retired at 39. I was hoping, Sexton would turn into that guy. I mean, he's still super talented. He could still take over games, but it's just, very inconsistent. I just want somebody there that can just, go off Zion if Zion's just having a rough game. Obviously in this day and age in NBA, even if you have two guys, sometimes it's tough. You just need that third guy. So we can bring in somebody else via free agency, which there's going to be guys there. Definitely going to try to do that. Maybe a guard. More like a guard. I think that's what we're going to look at. Probably a guard, because we have Osman, who we might bring back. We can have, obviously, Little at small forward / guard as well. We can bring him more off the bench. What might actually be his kind of role. He might be like a six-man kind of guy anyway, so we might have to maneuver things there, as we're just going to reject all those league meeting stuff there. League realignment, we're not going to mess with this either. Always think about, just doing something crazy. Maybe in another year or two, maybe we'll try something nuts. We'll just move things around. I don't think I'm going to make a Western team an Eastern Conference team, but, maybe we move around the divisions, just change things up a little bit. So let me know what you guys think about that, but I don't think we'll do it this year. So we'll get into this draft lottery. I totally forgot we made a trade, obviously, for Utah and New Orleans. I think the Utah one, though, if they get into the top 10, they get the pick back. It's top 10 protected. So if they're outside the top 10, we'll get that pick, and we'll have two top 14 picks for sure. So we'll see what happens here. Bucks lining up. That's going to go to Milwaukee. So far, everything working out as it's saying so in the odds. Nets will get the number 12 pick, so here we go. We'll see if this pick pops up here. Mavericks looking for the 11, and it's number 11. So we need this pick to fall. Yeah, that's it. So we will not get this pick, but at least we have another pick here from New Orleans, and we'll get the number 10 pick. So at least we got the number 10 pick. Jazz keep their pick since it was top 10 protected, which would be at number 9. At least they didn't get up to like 4 or 5 or something like that. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but still, it would have been just like, ugh. But as we keep moving down the list here, Bulls at number 8, number 7. Odds go to the Trailblazers, and still holding strong here. So we go to the top 6, and it's going to be the Thunder at number 6. And no, the Sixers will be at number 6. So Clippers at number 5. We'll get number 5. So Thunder moving up here. There you're moving. Pistons at 4, and it remains at 4. So the Thunder projected at 6. Now we're going to get a top 3 pick. So that's, there you go. So Thunder, number 3. It's going to be the Kings. Wow. So number 2 pick here. Thunder still up, and it's going to the Wizards. So the Thunder get a kind of luck out here. I can't believe they're going to have the number 1 pick. I mean, they still have Westbrook. Paul George is going to be, I believe, a free agent. But still, they have a talented team, and the Oklahoma City Thunder will be the will have the number 1 overall pick. Wow! So there you go. As we now head into some of the staff moves here. We need an assistant coach, and we're gonna go down the list here, take a look at some guys we got going on here. I know like former players usually get in here. So Peterson I mean, he has 5 deals, but he is outstanding. There is that Paul Gasol down there? There's Paul Gasol. So yeah, they always put the former players in. I always thought that was cool. There's one thing. Obviously, NBA. This game is there's Vince Carter. I thought Madden used to do that with the coaches. So you would have guys retire, say like Ray Lewis retired, and then years later, he could come back as a coach, and you could hire guys as a coach. I thought that was so cool. I don't know why they don't do that. And obviously Madden just takes away a bunch of stuff, but NBA, gotta give it to them. There's Dirk right there, so that's cool. Obviously, and it's cool. Like they're not obviously just so good right away as well. You know, they're okay coaches. They're all right. So we're going to obviously go after Paul Gasol here. We're going to offer him a deal. I think it'll be kind of cool if Paul Gasol would be an assistant coach under Sam Cassell. But then I see that Peterson, it says we signed him. I didn't even offer him a deal. Obviously, he's got so much potential and everything there. So we just decided to go with Peterson instead of Paul Gasol. It was a tough decision, but just went with Peterson with the assistant coach. I thought it worked out more. So here we go now into the NBA draft. Thunder with the top pick, and they take Evan Mobley out of Duke. They do need a big man because I believe Steven Adams is also a free agent, so they might lose Steven Adams. So they're going to just say, you know, we'll replace you right there. Number 2 pick, Isaiah Todd out of Kentucky. So the big men going here in the top pick, which is kind of interesting, and obviously the way the NBA is nowadays. Jalen Green from Duke is going to go to Sacramento with the number 3 pick. As for the draft here, we do have the number 10 pick. I will look to trade it first, and then from there, we'll see if there's anybody really to look at. Obviously, guard, maybe center, maybe power forward. We'll see. So RJ Hampton from Kentucky, he goes to the Clippers with the number 5 pick. Up next are the 76ers, and they take Scotty Barnes out of Kansas. Just continue to stack that Sixers team. At the number 7 pick, Jalen Johnson out of Duke. He goes to the Trailblazers. Here comes the Chicago Bulls with the number 8 pick. They'll take Greg Brown III out of Texas, as we are just a few picks away here. Jazz at number 9. Let's see who they take. They will take Zaire Wade. So there's your number 9 pick, and we got number 10 up here. So let's see. Let's take a look at some trade opportunities first. I think that's what we're going to do. We have 26 trade offers. So their offers, see, what was that? Wofford, a 2nd round pick. That's 2 number 1s there, dropping back. That's not that bad of a deal. Greg Brown, Marquise Morris, Costa Koufis, Wallace. So far, I'm not really seeing anything there. Obviously, unless I'm blown away, I'll take a trade, obviously. But right now, maybe we'll just look at, you know, who's on the board. Maybe there's a guy there that really just blows us away, and we'll just take it with the 10th pick overall. And then we'll go from there. Julius Randle, Luke May. Yeah, I don't want that contract, though. Alan Williams. And then a lottery pick from the Nets. Bogdanovich, Lynn, don't want that contract. TJ Warren, Drummond, don't want that contract. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything here. LaMarcus Aldridge, I believe he's a free agent, though. 2 picks from the Thunder. I mean, but I don't see how they're going to be bad anymore. I just don't understand that. Josh Richardson. Yeah, I don't really see anything here. Nurkic is not too bad. That's not that bad of a deal, getting Darren Collison as well. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe we'll go back to that deal depending who's on the board here. So let's take a look at the draft board, see what we got here. So let's see. Anthony Edwards, he is a 78 overall. Leandro Barbosa starter. Seth Curry is the floor. Good distributor. Is capable of making medium-range shots in traffic. Runs the floor well. Doesn't have any weaknesses. Looks like he's decently healthy. Averaged 23 a game at Villanova. Good at, I mean, decently offensive shooting. 3-point is B-. Athleticism's A. Good IQ. Good, decent potential at B. I mean, not bad. What is he, 6'6"? He's got some decent size for a guard. You know, this might be the pick here. I'm actually not that. He's pretty. I like this player a lot here. I think this is a good player. Obviously, it's what we're looking for. I think we're going to still obviously try to sign somebody at guard or somebody in that position in free agency. But if you can have somebody like this come off the bench, because Buddy Hield's going to be Buddy Hield, I kind of ran out of favor him in the previous, obviously at the end of the season. I think he's gone no matter what. I'm just willing to kind of give him up, really. I mean, because he's also got 2 years left on his deal. So that's, to me, I don't want that contract on there anymore, especially for a guy that I just don't think is going to regress anymore. And I've seen his ceiling pretty much, and he's an okay player. But if we can draft somebody, draft a nice young player, you can either bring off the bench and then sign somebody else. I think that's going to be a lot more of an option there for sure. Just continue to look around here. Here's Marcus Bagley from Duke. He's all right. 71 overall. I don't think I would. He seems more of like a late first round pick. Yeah, I don't really see anybody else there. So I'm thinking Anthony Edwards might be the pick here. I'm liking Anthony Edwards. Obviously, yeah, let's take him. He's a good overall, 6'6" out of Villanova. So we'll take Anthony Edwards with this 10th pick. Decide not to trade it. And that's what we do there. So he'll fit in really nicely. Gives us another offensive, playmaker. Obviously got some height there at 6'6". And then what we're going to do here for the rest of the time is we're just going to go really quick here through this first round. I don't even know if I'm going to get into the second round. I know we don't even have a second round pick, and sometimes you get steals in the second round, but not really. Not really anything crazy. I mean, we really have a team. There goes Bagley there. What was that, 25? Yeah, we have a team that really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the second round, at least for us. So you see the Lakers just traded for Avery Bradley from the Clippers, so he stays in the same area, just changes teams, as that's going to finish out the draft there. So Evan Mobley, there's your number one pick. He's a 79 overall. Big man from Duke. Not too bad there. Decent overall. Not too bad there for the Thunder. Like I said, Steven Adams, I believe, is a free agent, so they'll have to replace him, and it looks like they just did right there. So Mobley with your number one overall pick to the Thunder. And you can see there's a guy that would have been nice, obviously, Jalen Green. He is outstanding, 80 overall. As for overall, I think he's the best out of this whole draft. Excellent pickup there from Duke, 6'8", can do a lot of stuff there, guard/forward. Good potential, so good pick for the Kings as they continuously to try to build that team the best they can. And then we'll go down to our pick there at number 10 of Anthony Edwards. And actually, he's one of the top overall in this whole draft class, 79 overall. I mean, he's only 19, so I think we came away with a really solid pick, that's for sure. So that's good to see. So we kind of lucked down on those deals a couple years ago, trading back for some picks there. Worked out in our favor. And there we go. We got Anthony Edwards. He looks good. I'm not sure if he'll be a starter, but we'll see what happens in the rest of free agency. So here's all the options. We're obviously picking up all the options for everybody here. No doubt about it. Sexton, Williamson, a little. All picking up the team options there. And now you can see who declined the option, and then who took it. So looks like Paul George and Blake Griffin took the player option there. Looks like everybody accepted. I don't see anybody rejected. We'll just go down the list here. Did anybody reject their options? Wait, one did. Who was that? It doesn't matter. He's way down the list. Not that big of a deal. So we'll head into preliminary free agency. So Tatum and Donovan Mitchell. So we tried to get Tatum last year. They're both restricted, so the team can match the offer. But you got to try. So let's see. We got big men. There's Steven Adams. There's Marc Gasol. We'll have to look at those guys too. Obviously, the way Harry Giles performed in that finals, I'm not sure. So you can see the Celtics offered him 5 years, 141. Obviously, we're not going to really be able to match that. We can offer him a deal. Let's see about Donovan Mitchell. Hornets, 4 years, $110 million. So for Donovan Mitchell, obviously, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to match these deals. CJ McCollum's not that bad of an idea either. I know he's 29 years old. Let's see. Magic offer him a deal. Pistons. He was in Orlando, got traded to Orlando in the previous season. Obviously, they have Kevin Durant as well, so the Orlando Magic trying to get that team going. You get CJ McCollum, obviously, with him there as well. He didn't perform very well, plus minus in the negatives. So I'm not sure about CJ McCollum. Yeah, some of these guys like Marketing and Collins, that'd be cool to have, but they're just restricted. I just don't think. I think that they'll be matched offers for sure. Kobe Simmons from Arizona played with Memphis, didn't get a whole lot of time, obviously, with Kyrie Irving there. He has a lot of potential. I mean, his mid-range game is just not good. He's got a good three-point game. He's got a lot of athleticism. It's definitely an interesting thing to try to like bring him back in this fold here, but obviously with Rozier, we'd have to get rid of Rozier because obviously Colin Sexton's going to be the main point guard. Just for the contract he would have to get, I don't think so. He's going to want like a $22 million a year, probably a multi-year deal being at 24 years old. So that's probably not going to work out at all there. Let's go down the list. Kuzma, Jonathan Isaac. Got some guys from the Euros here. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Goga Batazia. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Just probably screwed that up big time. Good rebounder. Could be somebody to look at. He's 21 years old. He's unrestricted free agent. Just a one-year deal from the Kings. Huh. That could work out. We'll see. Markelle Fultz there. But let's first try to make a deal to these guys. So we'll try to negotiate a contract here for Jason Tatum. Not sure if it's going to work. I guarantee he's probably going back to Boston for sure. Obviously, they can match. And they've already offered him a deal, so I don't know why he would want to come here. We'll offer him a player option just to maybe entice it a little bit. So we'll offer that contract there to Jason Tatum. Yeah, we're sitting right there in number. I don't know if that's ranked or not or just shows the offers. I'm not really sure. So Steven Adams was actually a guy I thought, why not? You know, it's not that bad of a deal. We could probably go 3 years, $50 million. He's solid. He's still only 27 years old. He can give us some good. I mean, he adds a lot. Obviously, inside defense, rebounding. You know, offensive game is okay inside. He's not going to give you much of a shot. But I didn't think it was that bad of maybe a pick up there that could secure obviously the center position for us. So we'll offer Steven Adams a deal here, and we're right there. So we're over the Knicks there. Justice Winslow, I was thinking about bringing back, but we kind of ran out of some deals here. So you can see Steven Adams does agree to the deal, so that probably means we're going to have to renounce some rights here, some of the guys here. Yeah, so we got to renounce the right. We'll renounce it to Lynn. Sabonis, Osman, and we'll renounce it to Burke at the moment. But I might bring back Trey Burke. We'll see. I want to keep Justice Winslow for right now, and same with Osman. We got a bump, so we got to get rid of somebody. Tatum signs with the Celtics. So there you go, Tatum. That's what I thought. Signed with the Celtics. Donovan Mitchell is still here, so that's good to see. We'll try to bring on Donovan Mitchell here. So we'll offer Donovan Mitchell a deal there. Kind of the same thing, player option. As we go down the list here, anybody else we're going to bring on? Yeah, since we signed Adams, I'm not going to bring in that center. Anybody else there, we'll just go with that. So Donovan Mitchell agrees to a deal. He likes our deal. He agrees. Now, will the Jazz, match the offer? That's the question. Wow, we could have a big signing here. Let's see what happens. Are we going to get disappointed? Yeah. Oh, man. So that's not good. So Donovan Mitchell, you had him. And then the Jazz just matched the offer. So with that means we'll try to bring back Sabonis. We'll bring in another veteran player here. I think a Markieff Morris, another kind of guy that can be a shooter / big man. He can play some decent defense, that's for sure. We'll offer him a 1-year deal. And then we're going to go try to get some Boban. We'll get Boban here, offer him a deal. He's only getting a 1-year deal for the 76ers, not too much there. So we'll offer him about $2.37 million for Boban. And we're real close. We'll see what happens there. Anybody else? We're gonna go forward here. So if Boban agrees, Markieff Morris and Sabonis have agreed to 1-year deals. So we'll bring them back. Yeah, it's weird how they have him up there twice. I know he's already on our team. But we'll renounce the rights to pretty much all these other players. And then what we're going to try to do now, since we did not sign Mitchell, we did not sign Tatum, we're going to try to make a trade for somebody. Still trying to bring in somebody big here. We're trying to Luka Doncic. So we got 3 first-round picks there and Terry Rozier. they're saying no way. We don't want that at all. Don't like that deal at all. So it's like, well, let's see anybody else we can throw in. Maybe we'll do Trey Burke, Buddy Hield, and Terry Rozier. And this time we're going to go for Klay Thompson. This is crazy. Probably not going to work, but I just wanted to see. So we'll throw in 2 first-round picks and those 3 players there for Klay Thompson. I mean, he's a 3.5 star. So he's not like a 5-star player. And let's see. I mean, he's pleased. Let's say, no, they're saying they're almost considering him untouchable. But he has to be, but he will trade him if he gets blown away by a deal, huh? So what if we threw in Nasir Little? What if we threw in Little for Klay Thompson? How about that deal? We'll still offer him the 3 first-round picks and then Buddy Hield as well. They match up star-wise, that's for sure. And we'll throw in Terry Rozier. This is a huge deal for Klay Thompson. We'll take, we'll take out one of the first-round picks. 2 first-round picks unprotected. Hield, Little, Rozier for Klay Thompson. What do you got, Warriors? Do you think you would do this deal? Let's see. Are you going to be blown away by this deal? I know Little's only 81, but still his potential is there. Has a chance to be, still a good player, and they're not, no, not even close. So that didn't work out at all. We tried a few more trades that I didn't show here. It just did not work. Anything I just seemed to try, it wasn't even close. I'd offered so much for guys that probably, even for Doncic. He's an 83 overall, and we tried to offer up so much, and they were like, nope. So, looks like this is the year either for getting somebody big. Luckily, Anthony Edwards is somewhat, what was it, 79 overall, so at least we got somebody. But as so Williamson, we're gonna move to small forward. He'll up him to an 89 overall, and then we'll just try to get rid of Buddy Hield here. We're just gonna offer Evan Fournier. He's not that bad of a shooter. We're just getting rid of this Hield contract. Fournier is a 1-year deal. He'll be gone by the end of this year, so that'll free up some more cap for next year. And then Hield is gone. There was the same player too. I don't really see anything different. And that's pretty much going to end free agency. So we got Steven Adams, so that's not too bad there. So add Steven Adams to the mix, even though he went down 1, but still. And Anthony Edwards went up 3. Wow. He's an 82 overall already. He's already the 3rd best player on our team. Well, he might start now. Wow. So not too bad. This team's not still, it's deep. I don't really care about it. We signed Luke May, if you saw down there, just so a deal. So this is a deep team. We'll actually go over the lineup here as Philadelphia is going to get the All-Star game for next year. We'll go over the lineups as we get into the season. I think what we're going to do is just auto-generate rookies from now on. I think we've gotten past the draft classes. So we're into a new season here. So we got the Nets in this to start the season, but let's take a look at the lineups here going forward. So move down the list here, going through some minutes. Obviously, we can go 10 deep in the regular season. We got Sexton at starting. We're going to start Edwards. He's an 82 overall. That is crazy. Williamson, Sabonis, Adams. You got Little coming on the 6th man, which, like I said before, I think is his kind of, that's going to work out perfectly for him. Still got Terry Rozier. I mean, this team is deep. I think we can easily make it back to the playoffs this year again. Finals, we'll see. We'll see how Anthony Edwards, if he can just go crazy as a rookie and really turn out well. I mean, maybe he's the guy that kind of turns us around and becomes another guy to go with Colin Sexton. Obviously, Zion is turning out to be a star. So this should be another fun, interesting season here. And then try to continue the success that we got last year, getting to the finals, and hopefully we can maybe win a championship this next year. We will see. So that's going to do it for this offseason. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. If you please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.